What's going on, everybody? This is Dennis, a team member here at Streamcore Productions. On this channel, we do reviews of different pieces of. Excuse me, I had some audio playing, and we are live. But we do reviews on different pieces of videography equipment, photography equipment. We do reviews on different softwares that you can use. We help businesses with marketing and digital marketing. We talk about all those different things on this channel. If you're looking to build any type of business, this is the channel for you. If you're looking to expand your videography skills and business, this is the channel for you. Or photography, digital marketing. If you need content for your business and you want to know and see tutorials on how to use different softwares to keep your social media pages and marketing material consistent for the audience that you're building on these different social media sites, this is the channel for you. So definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and go check out some of our other videos. Today we're going to be talking about Adobe Spark, what is formerly known as Adobe Spark, that is now in the last few days been switched over to Adobe Creative Cloud Express. We're going to talk about if you've been using Spark and you want to know if anything has changed, this is the video for you. If you're looking for software that you can use for your business to keep content and flyers and different things of that nature on digital flyers, and even use those to send to, let's say, some company or place somewhere that prints these things out, you can create them yourself using this content and then send them to be printed out and save yourself a little money if you don't already have the money to have someone else professionally design these things, as we do as graphic designers as well as video editors and things of that nature that you might use. You can use this software to bypass those things until you have a budget necessary, till your budget can handle you hiring someone else to get better quality content, if you will. Today, we're going to talk about that and do a tutorial. We're going to show you the basics. We're not going to get too deep into it, but a lot of times when you get a new piece of software, you really need to know where everything is. So that's what our goal is today. All right, let's get into it. All right, we're back. And so let's first talk about where you can follow us. If you're on Facebook, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us by searching Streamcore Productions in the search bar. If you'd like to follow us on Instagram, you can follow us by searching Streamcore Pro A1. That's Streamcore Pro A1. For most of our streams, you will find most of that information here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. It helps us in the algorithm. We've been showing some signs of some growth. We're at 2,300 followers now on YouTube. We definitely want you to be one of those new subscribers. This channel at this size right now gives you a lot more one-on-one time with us. And I say us because Streamcore Productions is a business with other people involved: digital marketers, graphic designers, videographers, photographers, even musicians are a part of Streamcore Productions. So if you ever have a question or need any help for our YouTube subscribers, we will definitely go the extra mile and make sure that we can answer those questions for you. This is the tutorial that you'll see on our YouTube channel recently that we did on Adobe Spark probably about a month ago, and we didn't know about this name change from Adobe Spark to Adobe Creative Cloud Express. So if you see this video, it can help you some, but we'll probably be deleting that soon, as we're doing this tutorial to cover today, which is Adobe Spark going to changing its name to Adobe Creative Cloud Express. And it has a few new features that Spark didn't have. But if you did use Adobe Spark before, you should be fine. you should be fine. Depending on your level of experience, you should be pretty fine just going directly into Adobe Spark. So first, I want to go to, give me 1 second. All right, first we're going to go into a screen share. And with that screen share, we're going to go to Adobe Creative Cloud. For you who don't know, it is called Adobe Creative Cloud. The Creative Cloud gives you so many different apps that you can use. As you can see, we need to update. This update came in earlier today. Haven't had time to do it yet. You can set your updates to automatic. I just choose not to because we do so much video editing and graphic design that sometimes having an update using some of your CPU is not a great thing. But tonight is when I usually do my updates, is at night. So I've chosen to have mine manually done. So tonight I'll hit updates, and then I will, when I'm done, and it will update while I'm gone, come back in the morning, and everything will be updated for me. Adobe Creative Cloud is a web-based software, which means that it saves automatically. You can have it save, and you can adjust that time. All of the softwares do that. So if your computer crashes, you can then do what you need to do with your computer, or go to another computer, download, log in, and pick up where you left off, which I love. The only issue that you may have is if we have some major internet outage, you might have an issue then. But we have never had a major internet outage in this country, so you should be pretty fine on that front. But today we're not going to go through all of these. You can go through video. We will be doing a video stream this Sunday about Premiere Pro, which is right here, which is their biggest videography thing for you videographers who want a software and need some help understanding how to maneuver inside of the interface, which is Premiere Pro, or today, which is used to be Adobe Spark, but now it is Creative Cloud Express. One of the new features right off the bat is that you can use this right here with mobile or web. Adobe Spark didn't give you the option to use it for the web, but now you have that feature. You can create templates, remove backgrounds, apply filters and effects, best for social media content, banners, and flyers, as we previously noticed. Now, we already have one open. I believe that is right here. And when you, let's go back for just 1 second. When you hit launch right here, if you hit that once, don't hit it twice, it is going to open up a web page. So if you have your browser open, it'll just add an extra page to your Google Chrome or whatever you're using to surf the web. We have one open, so we'll just go here. As you can see, I had Adobe Creative Cloud Express, something here open, and it just opened up another tab. We go into create a new project. This is what you're going to see. You have home. You can go here and hit projects, and it will eventually start opening up some of our older projects that we've already done. You can just scroll down and see the different templates and things that and it'll continue to scroll into older things. We don't need to go through any of that. You have brands. I do most of my brands here at StreamCore. I do them through Photoshop and other apps. So give me 1 second. It seems that we might be having. Yes, I do it through my other apps. Okay, it seems we're fine. So let's go back here. I do it through my other apps, but I can easily upload those things into Adobe Creative Cloud Express and use them on content for clients. For those of you who are more advanced. Libraries, of course, we don't really need to go through that, and then learn tutorials, but you're here, so you're watching this tutorial. Some of those tutorials, they move kind of fast. You can't really ask questions, so if you're watching and you want to ask questions, please feel free to ask questions. We are definitely here for your questions. And on that note, I'm going to go back to my main camera, and I'm going to double check and make sure that we don't have anything in the discourse right now. I do see we have some people viewing. I don't see anything in the chat, but again, you can send us a message. Let's see. I'll start it off by just saying hello to everyone, and hopefully we'll see everybody in that chat at some point of the broadcast. All right, let's go back to our screen share, and we'll go back to where we left off. Here we are. And we're also going to be doing some tutorials on OBS and how to use OBS. So, guys, for you guys who are using OBS, definitely look out for that. Let's see, really quick, before we get started, let me check one more thing. And then we will definitely get started. All right, and we are ready. All right, we are ready to move forward. So from here, one thing I do like about Adobe Creative Cloud Express and a lot of the Adobe apps is that they've thought of things that some people just don't think of. As you can see right here, you can choose Instagram story and your template will be already in the dimensions of an Instagram story. I'm not sure if they fixed that from Adobe Spark, but sometimes I did have issues on my Instagram stories. And then other times I saw that the issue was me on upload. The issue was happening on the upload side in Instagram, where you have to choose to kind of frame your pictures. So make sure, FYI, look out for that when you're doing that. That may be your issue. Instagram post, Facebook, all these different things. You can even go to collage, YouTube thumbnail, look at that resume. It's so many different things, invitations. And so you can kind of narrow down exactly what you're looking for. We're gonna use Facebook post today. And once you just hit that once, and then you go into this interface here, which is your main design board, if you will. Let's see if I can get, let's think about what we want to design. Let's do something seasonal. Let's go into seasonal templates. Let's say view all and then seasonal, just because it is around Christmas. Be a great theme. And as you can see, you can scroll here and you see templates already put together. You can do things from scratch here, but today we're going to stick with templates. If you want more information on how to do things detailed from scratch, probably for people who are more advanced, please let us know in the comments and we'll do a separate video for that. But let's see, let's do this one. These are our colors. So we'll do this one. We click that, and then the template is sized. And it shows up here where I can, if I hit anywhere in this space, it'll clear that out for me so I can see my whole template. All right, guys. They're sending me updates or different notifications now. So Peace on Earth, Christmas themed template. If I just click my mouse here, I can grab different elements. Give me 1 second. Like I said, I am having some internet issues, so it might be dragging. It is dragging behind just a little bit right now. But that's fine. Let me let that catch up. And we can talk while it's catching up. But yeah, we did have some, we may have had some issues with that. Let me, let's just go back and check everything out and see if, okay, so now we have, I can move. At this point, I clicked out here in the space, and now you're seeing that those little dots, those little like almost snowflake looking things are layered on there. It's just another layer of something, so I can maneuver that separately. But if I double click on something, it's actually going to pull that information up. It looks like overlays. Yeah, we're not looking for the overlays right now. I want to get more into the text itself. So here I can take this box and move things around, and it'll, but let's go into here where it says photos. I'll do some things. I won't keep them there. I'm just giving you an idea of what you can do. Let's do this one. I'll just click it and then it'll show up. And what I'll do is take this and I'll resize it. Pull it out and resize it. Now, this is not the perfect example. As you can see, it's not quite as big as I wanted it to be. I wanted to kind of cover everything, but I can continue to size it. And let's go out into this and see. Okay, so I actually need to size it a little more, but I won't. I'll just move this over. And then I'm doing that to show you this. If I click on it and then you see this layer order, I can take this and change where it is, and now everything is in front of it. Nice feature to have. Now, of course, again, I'm not doing anything perfect. I'm just showing you some of the major things that you can do here on Adobe. And so now I have that as a background. If I don't like that, I can hit the undo button, and now the layer disappears, and then my resizes until I get to where it is no longer there. So that's something that you can do. Change the layers of things so you can have things layered exactly as you want them. Icons, really quick. What's a icon? Let's just keep it there then. It's that badge. When you take one of the badges, we click it, and then it shows up here. And then when I click this badge, I can change the color by using, let's say I wanted to use the color template, current palette. The current palette is showing you the colors that are already there, and then they have a few suggestions. I'm just going to use the orange and then click out of it by hitting this open space twice, and I can see everything. And then I don't know why I would need a badge. I'm just showing you something random just to show you what you can do. And then again, if I don't like that, all I had to do is just hit it one time. I can hit the undo button, or I can just delete it by hitting the backspace button. And then we go into design assets. Let's give that a little time to show up. Let's see. I'll just hit one and see if it shows up. All right, so let's see if anything. No, we didn't have anything show up there. Again, for anybody who's joined, I am having some internet issues. I usually do streams every week. If you notice on my page, the last 2 weeks there's been a problem. I live in a little, it's a smaller suburb town that's outside of a major metropolitan area, and they're doing some construction, but I actually live in the downtown area, and they've been have a major construction project, and they cut some major lines that have caused me to have the worst internet outage that I've ever had. It's still not finished, but they do have us having some type of subpar internet, and I got tired of missing you guys. I definitely want to be consistent. I talk about consistency on here. This was something that was out of my control, so I decided I would do this stream either way today. So we might have to go back and do it again, but just to make sure that you guys are getting your questions answered, we're gonna, hopefully you'll struggle through this with me. Let's go to text. If we go to text here, of course, most of these things are very basic. We're going to get into some things that should be a little bit more advanced. We'll get into the animation. I will go through some of the resize options that you have, but pretty much everything is self-explanatory, in this app. And so that's one of the reasons why I like it, because if it's something that you want to do, then it's really easy for you to do it. So all right, here we go. So we're getting text. If I wanted to use one of their templates to add, all I would need to do is click one of these and they would show up. If I want to add my own text, then of course I would say add my own text. Let's go to add my own text, and then we'll come back. But as you can see, it's pretty much using the same text that's already there. When you click that, the text box to edit is over here. When I first used another software that will remain unmentioned, I don't use it anymore. It took me about 15 minutes to find where I edit my text, and that's the reason why I'm doing this, so you can kind of go through it quickly and be like, oh my God, it was here the whole time and I didn't see it. I passed it like 5 times. So let's do Merry Christmas. Okay, so I don't like that. I actually hit space too many times. I'm going to do a capital M, Merry. And I'm having some issues typing here, guys. So Christmas pops up. Let's put it there. If I don't like that, then I can just hit the text box and I can make that a little bit bigger and even reposition it. Maybe I want it offset. I wouldn't do that, but somebody might like it and think it's a great idea. And then here, if you go over, of course, you have stuff like your font size. You have your actual font right here, right beside the color. You have your font right here. And then different spacings and different how you align your text. Then, of course, you can do stuff like take it out and make it fade it out a little less. And that's when you get into some things that can be more advanced. If you want it faded text in the back and then it kind of mirrors and you type it again with the same font and you kind of, have it mirrored out and things of that nature. You can do it that way, but they also have an option here to do that. Here, let's click out a shadow for a second. And you saw that disappear. Let's start with shape. If I wanted to do a shape, I could actually choose the shape in this bar. And if you need to get there, you could kind of hit this down arrow here and it'll give you that. But I can choose, and here again, my internet is kind of messing up, guys, but I wanted to get this video up for you guys because you requested it. So people messaged me as well as after I found it, and I was like, hey, yeah, they did change some things. But here you go. You have different things like 8. I'm not going to use any of these, but you can go through these and add different things behind your text, which is a great feature to have. And you can also go here and change the color of your shape. Let's say I wanted to do a good white. I won't want to do the orange because you can't see it, right? But I have some options here, or I can just choose from here and just manipulate the color exactly as I want it by moving this to the left and the right to put me in the general color, and then using this to fine tune the exact color that I want. All right, so we can do that even though, let's just move it around a little bit so everybody can see. As you can see, as I move it, it changes. Now, for the interest of time, I'm just going to go back to this original color, which I had almost pretty much came to. And then from here, let's go back to my text. I can take that out by just hitting that. I can add a shadow back, and I can change the color of that shadow. Here, I can kind of change the direction of it. You see how it's kind of going around in a circle? That's kind of neat, right? I can put it on top. Bring it back to the bottom. Keep it right there for right now. And then here, I can decide how far it goes off, right? I can have it right on it or way down here. I'm going to put it about right there. And then again, if I want to take that out, I can just, and then outlet, I can just hit this button and it will disappear. Outline, which kind of makes it a little thicker, gives you a little bit more room, right? And then you can make it really fat. So this is what you usually see on YouTube, YouTube thumbnails. People use this outline, and a lot of times they'll use white, so it really pops. But as you can see, let's see if we can do, let's see, well, this is the closest I see to the white right now, but they'll do something like that. And then I would take the shadow out, and it would just be that, right? And if I take this and I bring it in, that's what you usually see on a lot of YouTube thumbnails, something along those lines. So if that's what you're looking for, there it is, right there. That's how you do it. And that's the outline. If I want to take it out, I take it out, right? And it's pretty much the same thing for everything else. Let's see if we can find rain. I don't know if I spelled that right. I probably didn't, but it figured it out. Let's just put that there for the sake of time. Let's see if it did it show up. Yeah. All right, there goes our little demon-looking reindeer. All right, so we'll change the color of that. All I do is hit it, and it gives me the option to do some different things to it. Maybe that green. We'll do the green, and then here, this gives me the option to kind of fade it in and fade it out. And then here, I have options, right? Multiply, screen. You see there how that worked? Kind of made it kind of see through a little bit. Change the color. I don't really use those options a lot. And then if you had a logo, you could add your logo. Let's just add one here, just to show you. But one thing you can see, we're going to go into animation next. Everything else, and then of course resize. We'll show you resize. As a matter of fact, logo, you would just click that logo and it would show up, and then you could resize it where you wanted it. And then of course, if you decided I don't want to do Facebook, I want to do Pinterest, I want to do YouTube thumbnail, all you have to do is hit it. It will resize everything. Things will be in a different space. It may not work perfectly when you do the resize, but all you have to do is pretty much like I'm doing now, move things over and adjust them slightly. You might have to change the size of text. It is not perfect. I will go ahead and tell you that, but it still makes it easier. So if you need to make it fit, you do a main post on your page, but then you want to do something for your story, then what I would do is make my main post. Then I would go to project right here, my project, where it says my project, and I would type in, let's say, right here at the top left-hand corner. For those who may not have seen me, the mouse is moving a little bit. I'll keep it moving just in case. Over here by the main logo, right here it said project. I'll put YouTube, just because I'm on YouTube, test. But you can name it whatever you want to. Hit enter. And then I would download my Facebook normal post size. And then I would go, after that's downloaded, you would see this main screen here again. I would download here. And then it would give me the option PNG, JPEG, PDF. So you have some options. I usually do PNG. It's higher quality than in JPEG. But there may be some situations where you need a JPEG, which is a much smaller file than the PNG. So keep that in mind. If you want to keep space down and go to JPEG, you will lose a little bit of quality, but it may not be too noticeable to most people. And it probably not noticeable to the naked eye much. And then after I resized it to, let's say, a thumbnail, a Pinterest, then I would then go back and get everything set, move everything, because it may not be perfect, move everything around, and then I would download that. And then let's say I needed an Instagram, I would do the Instagram resize and then adjust everything, and then just do all your downloads back to back before you do anything else. So let's go to animation. Let's go to typewriter. So typewriter does that. If I want to pause it, I go down here to the bottom left-hand corner, and I hit pause, and then hit play again, and it'll start over. And so I have different options. You hit typewriter, and then you look down into this gray area right here, right under typewriter, and it does this for each individual effect. And you have one more option of typewriter, so it can type that way, right? Nice effect. I go to dynamic, and here, that's what it does. And then I have another option down here under dynamic in the gray area. I have another option, and so I might like that option better. And then that one, you see. And so that really stands out on social media to have something that moves that way. Flickr, you can actually go and you can download one and then download another effect and then download 3 or 4 other ones. And then if you have some easy editing software, you can mesh those things together, and it'll be moving in different ways. And I usually use that so that my content is not just doing the same thing over and over and just looping. I'll download a few different ones that I like that work well together. Then I go into editing software, put them together, then export it from that software, and then upload it that way. And now, instead of it being a 4 or 5 second loop, it'll be about a 30-second loop that has different things going on. So let's see another one of those flicker options down here under into this gray area. And then if I go color shuffle, I use this sometimes. It's not right for everything, but it can be nice. And it depends on what colors you have and how dominant those colors are. You just click through them and see if you like it or not. And so here we go. Back into the color shuffle. And then, of course, you have grow. It'll grow, and you have one more option for that. In the gray area, you have your options. And there you go. It grows. And then down here, you have photo animations, which are a little different. It actually animates the other pieces that weren't moving. You have zoom. You have options. You have the pan. You have another pan option coming the other way. You have gray. Let's see how that. And then you have blur. Let's see how the blur does. Here comes the blur. Let's play it again. I didn't think the blur would work really well on that one because it's not really anything to blur. All right, but guys, you get the idea. You have a lot of there goes the blur working now on my bad internet right now. They should have it fixed soon, guys, so please bear with me. I'm just trying to be consistent for you. You can change these colors, and again, you just go through and you play with it, and it does different things. Let's go ahead and do a download. Background, you can change the background. Everything is, if you touch it, it pops up here. You can adjust it. It's pretty much it, right? And these are different variations of the same template, right? Of course, you have color, the main color scheme you want. You can go through and change everything to that. It has some nice little things that you can use, right? Depending on, or you could do everything individually by hitting it and changing the color. These you usually will find something that you generally like, and then you can go and change one of the colors that you don't like later. Let's see, in this instance, if I didn't like this, then I can still go back here and go to my orange and change it to that. So it'll give you, it sets you up pretty nice with a nice color scheme. So that is the general understanding of how to maneuver and edit things in Adobe. Let's go to download really quick, and then we just say, now that we have animation, we just don't have the options of PNG, JPEG, or PDF. We have MP4 video. All we do after we've changed the name right here, so we can identify it, we change the name, then we go to download, and we hit start download, and it says just a moment. We're saving your project. Again, Adobe Creative Cloud Express is a web-based software inside of the Adobe Creative Cloud options of apps, and so it is saving. And if your computer breaks down, when you have something happens and it crashes, you can still log in and still access everything. So one of the great features of Adobe Creative Cloud that I really like. All right, that's one of the great features that I like. That's all we have today, guys. Please leave a comment, share. Let us know what you thought about the video. If you have any questions, feel free to hit us up. You can email us at contact. The email address is contact@Streamcore Productions. That's contact@Streamcore Productions. You can send us a message and we will try to answer your questions to the best of our knowledge. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on other social media sites. Other sites like Facebook, you can search Streamcore Productions and follow us there. Instagram, Streamcore Pro A1. We'd definitely love to hear from you. I appreciate your time. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you this Sunday doing a tutorial live at 6:30 p.m. right here on Streamcore Productions on YouTube. We will be doing a tutorial on Premiere Pro, which is their major videography editing software where you can do so many different things. We'll be doing a basic tutorial just like this one to help you through how to maneuver and just get started. And from there, we can show you different things like time ramping and get detailed into color grading. But join us this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for a live tutorial. And we'll see you next time. Y'all have a good one.